When you activate and do this work and continue to do this work on and in yourself, right? Doing this work on and in your root chakra to raise your kundalini serpent energy, fire, yummy, juicy, delicious goodness up through your body to your crown, to be crowned, so that you are sitting on the throne of your power and of your purpose. Guess what, y'all? You actually become the true definition of a trophy wife. Yeah. You're the actual trophy wife. And we're going to break this down in just a little bit. Listen, don't get it twisted, okay? People have, like people do, always take something and make it dirty, make it ridiculous. They always put negative connotations to things, like they've done with calling many of us witches because we have spiritual gifts and abilities. Listen, we'll take that. Whatever name you want to give us, we'll take that. Just make sure you put some respect on it, okay? You are the true trophy wife when you activate. But let me tell you why. Welcome to Alcheminity, because turning pain into power is sexy. I'm your host and creator of this colony and the many colonies we're building around our globe, hell, around our galaxies at this point. I am your queen bee, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty. Now let's get into this message. Listen. For those of you who are new here, by the way, when I say Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, it's a play on words. Not only do I hold a bachelor's in sociology and earn a master's in psychology, but I also went on to earn a certification as a certified sexuality educator. What I share here is how to turn your pain into power through coming into the knowledge of your body, of yourself, through healing your mind and your body by activating your sensual and your sexual energy. I decided to get certified as a sexuality educator because I just wanted the basics of the shit. I already had the ancient wisdom. It was activated in me when I went on my dark night of the soul odyssey. But I decided to take things on the earthly realm because I am in a human body, right? Sometimes it's hard to human for me, but I had to do this on a human level. So I decided to get certified on the basics so that when I brought this information to y'all from my sociology background, from my psychology background, and now from a certified sexuality educator background, you trust that the shit that's coming out of my mouth is for real. It is the real deal. I have proven and shown myself to be approved. So when I say, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, it's bringing in my certified sexuality educator component of myself. Are we clear? I hope we're clear. Let's get into this message. Listen, shouts out to those of you who are newly subscribed here. I see you. Thank you for making this your home. Welcome to the colony. For those of you who have been here, been my day ones, I appreciate you. I'm so glad that we have found each other again in this dimension. Now let's get into it. Listen. When you activate, right, you come into power of yourself. By the way, get your copy of Activate. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Click the Linktree link in the description box. It'll guide you to everywhere you can get the book, get the merch, and work with me as well for those of you who are interested in one-on-one. When you activate, you actually you are the true trophy wife. You are the purest form of what the trophy wife was supposed to be and always was. But of course, you have people that come in and taint things and, put their own ridiculous, earthly, dense, low vibrational definitions on shit that has nothing to do with it. Listen, when you look up the definition of trophy wife, you're going to see all of these other just kind of negative connotations attached, just these really ridiculous definitions. But what I see, what stands out to me, what Spirit pointed out to me is that a trophy wife, is a wife who is regarded as a status symbol for their husband, for their man, for whatever the fuck ever. Okay, listen. A wife who is regarded as a status symbol. I don't know when or where the idea of a woman of status only equated to a woman who looked like she was cute, only equated to a woman who appeared to be beautiful externally. I don't know where that shit came from. Because how in the hell do you get trophy out of that? Now, let me tell you something. For those of you who are on this journey, okay, you're here as alchemists. You've had to learn to turn your pain into power. If you're here, this is what Alcheminity is. It's those of us who have had to learn to turn our pain into power because we've been through the most shit. We had to become the alchemists in our lives. We had to learn to turn shit into sunshine. We had to learn to turn lead to gold, pain to power, from power to pleasure. Hello. We turned our pain into purpose, into mission. Hello. We are the ones who realized that our pains were really the symptoms of something much more powerful and formidable, which we have activated and unlocked. For those of you who need help activating and unlocking your purpose and your power through your pussy, POOS-E, then work with me one-on-one. The information is in the description box. Email me. Listen. Have you ever heard of a trophy that was truly worthless? Like, are trophies given to... In order to receive a trophy, an award, you are awarded something. You would have had to achieve a major milestone or milestones. Am I correct? Trophies are given to those, are supposed to be given to those, are not even given. Trophies are earned by those who put in the work. Are y'all hearing me? Trophies are earned by those who put in the work. As activated alchemists and chosen ones, okay, you are a trophy who was earned by the person or the people who have put in the work to earn you. Are you hearing me? They're not given. They are earned with dedication, with dedicated work, with hard work, with consistency, with loyalty, with dedication to the craft. They are earned with passion. They are earned with sacrifice. They are earned with blood, sweat, and tears. They are earned with sleepless nights. Do you think entertainers, actors, singers, dancers, athletes, do you think they get trophies just because, oh, you get an A for effort? Here's a little trophy for you because you participated. They taking that. I don't even think they're giving that to kids anymore. Remember we used to get those certificate of participation, right? Didn't they stop doing that in schools? I'm kind of glad they did. I don't know. I think there was talks some time ago, maybe like early 2000s, where they stopped giving kids the certificate of participation, little certificates or whatever. They stopped giving out those little trophies because they realized that this was teaching kids to be, I don't want to say weak, but this was teaching them that, oh, just because you tried, you should be able to get something, right? And I get it, but that also cripples the mind, and it cripples the tenacity. It cripples the ability to have volition. It cripples the ability to be better. So they stopped giving those out, right? For those of you on this journey, you're not a certificate of participation. And then, listen, this isn't from an unhealthy egotistic place. This is from a healthy ego. I believe we do need the ego. We need the id, the ego, the whatever right, for my Freudian advocates out there. But listen, I'm more of a Carl Jung girl myself. We have to have the ego. The ego is what saves your life in a lot of situations. So we need the ego. The difference between what the world teaches you about ego and what I am educating you about ego is you have to have ego, but it needs to be a healthy ego. So this isn't coming from an unhealthy egoic place. This idea and this philosophy isn't coming from a toxic egoic place. This is coming from those of us who are doing the work in and on ourselves, continue to do work in and on ourselves to refine our emotional intelligence and our mental health. Because this journey is for those of you who are emotionally intelligent and mentally healthy. You cannot come into this knowledge. You cannot activate your power unless you've dealt with yourself on an emotional intelligent level and on a mentally stable level. Or else you won't be able to handle this power. You won't be able to handle the responsibility that comes with activating this power, because heavy is the head that wears the what? You got to have a strong neck. In order to have a strong neck, you got to have a strong spine. In order to have a strong spine, that Kundalini serpent has got to be activated and raised up. And in order to do that, you've got to be doing the work on and in yourself on an emotional, spiritual, energetic, mental psychological level. There's no way around it. This is the Dark Night of the Soul Odyssey. This is what it means to go through the shadow self. You have to go and deal with yourself. You have to heal the emotional traumas and the sexual traumas. There's so much work to do within so that this power can even wake up, or else it won't wake up inside of you. It won't. Right? You have to study within to show yourself approved, to show yourself worthy of even activating this power. So going back to the topic at hand, you're not a certificate of participation. You are not given or giving yourself to anyone or anything just because they tried. There is no A for effort when it comes to you. No, there's not. Either you earned the trophy by the work that you put in to earn the trophy, or there's no trophy. You can go get certificates of participation from somewhere else down the street, from Peaches and them down the street, Bonquisha and them. Go ahead. They are certificates of participation. They will give you some just because you tried. Ooh. They will give you, not even some, they will give themselves, they will give their all. They will give their all. Tap just one more night with you. They will give their all to you just because you tried, because you attempted. For those of us here as activated alchemists and chosen ones, you don't get an A for effort. You are earned. And let me tell you why you're earned. Okay. Now, this isn't for those of you who's like, yeah, you got to earn me because I'm a queen. No, you're not. Anybody who even speaks like that, who even says, oh, yeah, you got to earn me, you got to respect me, I'm a queen. You are not. You are not a queen, because queens don't tell you have to earn them. She simply walks in it. She's not going to explain herself. She's just going to be it. She's going to be an example. She's going to be in her power, so much so that you already know. You already know you must earn her. She doesn't have to tell you. She is already the walking example of it. Right? So for those of you out there who try to throw your weight around saying that you're a queen, you're not a queen just because you're a woman. That doesn't make you a queen. It doesn't. You can't expect men to be out here respecting you when you give them nothing to respect. Okay? You give them nothing to respect. There's nothing queenly about you. There's nothing queenly about many of you. But yet you're here around the Alcheminity colony. You're here listening, and I'm glad that you're here listening. Hopefully this will help to activate you, help you to remember, and help you to do the work on and in yourself so you can stop faking the funk, because you're not. You're not it just because you're talking like it. You're giving them nothing to respect, okay? So we're going to move on from that. As an activated, chosen alchemist, okay? No one gets an A for effort or just for participating in your experience. You are earned. And let me tell you why you're earned. You are earned, again, because you dared to take the deep, dark, ugly, scary journey through the hell of yourself, okay, in life. And you came out shining like gold, because that's what the alchemist journey is, turning lead to gold. Your heart is still pure. You came out with all this yummy, juicy, delicious goodness. You came out having been activated in your power and your purpose and your talents and your skills and your abilities and all of this stuff that you're supposed to bring to earth, to birth into earth. You came out knowing what your mission and your purposes are, right? This makes you the trophy because you're an activated one. This makes you the trophy because you're the alchemist. This makes you the trophy because you are the healed one, continuing to do the healing work in and on yourself. This makes you the trophy because you are the chosen ones. This makes you the trophy because you've actually gone from being chosen to doing the choosing. You're the trophy wife because the activated ones, when you're on the dark night of the soul journey, see your serpent energy. Remember, the serpent is wise, right? This is what the biblical version is. The serpent was wise. So you have unleashed your serpent energy, your dragon, right? You are the phoenix rising. Remember, your kundalini energy is coiled at the base of your root. Often described as a serpent or dragon energy. It's that fire that we raise up to alchemize and activate our bodies and our beings and everything that we are. Everything helping us to unbecome in order to become. Helping us reclaim and remember, put back together all pieces and parts of ourselves. Once again, I talk about this in Activate. Make sure you get your copy. It's on Amazon, paperback or ebook. Click the link tree link in the description. Okay. But as activated alchemists, chosen ones, your serpent has hipped you to some shit. It has made you wise. And so on this journey as an activated one, you've come into knowledge of how to take care of yourself on an energetic level, take care of your skin, take care of your body. Your mind is in order. Your emotional intelligence is in order, right? And I'm not saying you have every single detail of your life figured out. We don't. We're still in these human bodies. It's very hard to human, but we're still in these human bodies. We're still navigating the earthly realms. We don't have all of the answers. We don't. We still go through things on a day-to-day basis. Life is not perfect as an activated alchemist. We should know that because we've been through the most shit and we still be going through shit. Hello? But we going through shit now. Us going through shit now compared to us going through shit in the past are vastly different because we didn't know who and what we were in the past. Now we do. We didn't know what our purposes and our missions were. Now we do. We were blind, honey. But now we're not now. Once we were blind, but now we see. This is what makes us activated, chosen alchemists, because once we were blind and now we see. So now that you've seen through your third eye, or as my sister and friend likes to call the first eye, she said, no, it's not my third eye. This is my first eye, right? The spiritual eye. Now that we've seen, we know some things, we've seen some things. And so we have seen the promised land within ourselves. The promised land is who we are to become, who we are to unbecome in order to become. I always love to reference the TV series. It was called Queen of the South. And in the first season, remember she was the mule. I don't know if y'all seen that series, Queen of the South. It was on Netflix, but she was the mule. And this is when I first fell in love with Alimi Ballard. I followed him on. Oh no, that was Queen Sugar. He was in Queen Sugar. He was also in Queen of the South as well. He was also in Queen of the South. But anyway, let me keep going because y'all know I'll go off on a tangent. Listen, in the first season, the main character she was a mule before she became the Queen Pin, and she was inside of this cage where they kept women and they were trafficking women and the women were trafficking drugs or whatever, and she was in the scene in the cage, and she was in between sleep and waking, and she was going through so much and getting beat up and having to fight and run for her life. She was exhausted. And as y'all know, on the spiritual journey, there's a spiritual place that we can go to. We can go to the ethers, and it's a place that we can go to between our sleep and our waking states. If you know, you know. Okay. In that in-between sleep and waking state, this is where she was. She saw her higher self. She saw her other self. She saw her parallel life. Because as we all know, we exist in many different dimensions, but she saw a parallel life where she existed. Okay. Where a version of her existed. That was that bitch. She was the HBIC. When she saw this version of herself, okay, some people would call it a hallucination, but we know what that means on the spiritual journey. She got to take a peek inside of her future, and she saw herself in an all-white pantsuit. She had on some red bottom heels, red lipstick, hair was beautiful and shiny and luxurious, and she had on Versace shades or whatever. And this was her talking to herself, and her higher self came to her and says, you know what you have to do. Her higher self would come to her and tell her all the time what to do. We tap into these parts of ourselves as we activate on this journey, okay? We also give that self a name. For those of you who work one-on-one with me, this is what we do. This is the work that we do together. I am going to help you come into communion, unification with your parallel life self. You're going to see her. She's going to reveal herself to you, and it's just the other version of you. It's the version of you that you are being called to activate into. This is your mission and your purpose, whatever that is. And I've seen this version of myself. I talk about this in Activate as well, and I also have named her. Okay, and I didn't say the name in the book, but I have a name for this version of myself, which I have now become. Okay. So yummy, so juicy. Though this person, this other version of you will turn you on in so many ways, y'all. Anyway, we'll talk about that. We talk about that in the members only content over on Patreon. We also talk about that in one-on-one. So when you activate 456 on the clock, is actually 654, but I'm seeing 456, 654, whoever that resonates with, look it up. When you activate, you are the true definition of the trophy wife. Now, Spirit says you're not any type of trophy, right? You're the EGOT of trophies. All right. I was called to look up the Emmy award, okay, which is like the highest on the list. Next to the presidential, whatever kind of award that is, we're not talking about that. I'm seeing EGOT in my mind. But Spirit had me look up the Emmy Awards and what the Emmy Award is made out of. And it's made out of different base metals. This shit, you can't make it up. Let me read it to y'all. Hold on. I'll be back momentarily. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me a second here. Listen. The Emmy statue is made from a gold-plated alloy of copper, nickel, and silver. The base metal is then coated with copper, nickel, silver, and finally, a thin layer of 24 karat gold. When I read this, Spirit revealed to me the journey of the alchemist, right? What do we do as alchemists? We turn lead to gold, don't we? For those of us on this journey, we've had to turn pain into power, lead to gold, shit to sunshine. And we all started off at a base metal level. We all had to start at the bottom. Now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now my whole thing here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Listen, we all started at the base, at the root. It says it right here. The base metal is then coated with copper, silver, nickel, and finally a layer of 24 karat gold. We all started at this base level. In doing the work in and on ourselves to activate and integrate not only our angels, but our demons, not only our beauties, but our beasts, not only our light, but our dark, not only our heaven, but our hells, not only our God, but our Lucifer. Hello. That's what this journey is. Working with me one-on-one. This is the work that we do together. It isn't sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. We don't face our demons. We become friends with them. I teach you how to talk to your demons. I teach you how to be taught by your demons. Your demons are also your angels when you do this work on and in yourself, okay? We all started at the base level. The base was lead, and now we are refined with gold because we've gone through the fire, through the rain, and through the wild. For a chance to be with you, I'll gladly risk it all. For a chance to become this, we had to risk it all, did we not? Yeah, we've gone through the fire to become. When you activate, you become the true trophy wife because now you are shining and refined as gold. You are golden. You are, yes, you know the song, Jill Scott. Go on and sing it. It came in my head too. Living my life like it's golden. Yeah. You are the true trophy wife. You are the true status symbol for anybody that you join forces with, anybody that you marry or partner or date. You are the status symbol next to them. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Have y'all ever had the experience, ladies, where you were out on a date with somebody, you were dating them or out on a date or whatever, and people are complimenting how well y'all look together? I'm going to tell you, almost every guy I've ever dated or been on a date with, I met a guy in Arizona. He's from India. And we were staying at the same hotel. And we spent the whole day together. I mean, the whole day, all the way into the night, until I was like, I gotta go because I gotta get up early in the morning. I was actually at a layover in Arizona, and we just had such a good time around each other. But while we were out walking on the sidewalks and just hanging out and going to get drinks over here and going to the place over here, I'm telling you, every step, people are like, y'all look so good. Y'all look so good. But this wasn't the first time this has happened in my experience. This has happened several times with my ex-fiance. Oh, y'all look good together. Y'all look like Barbie and Ken. Somebody was a guy I'm just walking with, or it could be our first date. People are smiling. You two look nice. Went to the symphony with somebody. They took me to the symphony. Oh, y'all look nice. Do you know why people keep saying I look nice? We look nice every time I'm with somebody or when you're with somebody. Different guys you've been with now, right? It hasn't been the same guy. Been different guys you've been with, right? Well, who do you think is activated in all that power and that magnetism and in that attraction? Where do you think that power is radiating from? Who? Which one of the parties? You already know it's you. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with me. Hello, don't play with yourself. Hello, you know it's coming from you as the activated chosen one. Why? Because you activate your magnetism. And whoever you're with, whoever is in your orbit will glow with you. Why? Because that's how powerful and formidable your energy is. This is how powerful and formidable the power is that you have unleashed and activated in yourself. So much so that the person who's standing next to you looks better. Y'all ain't hear it. They look better because you're with them. So you are actually the trophy wife. You are the thing that is golden and shining next to them, making them look better. They look good because they're standing next to you. They're attractive because you're magnetic. It is within you, chosen, activated, alchemist, divine, feminine, divine, masculine beings. It's within you. People are complimenting, y'all look so good together because of you. Because it's been different people that you've been with. Who's the common denominator in these equations? You are. This is proof that you are the trophy. Anybody who walks with you and stands by your side is complimented because of you. They look better because of you. Have y'all been seeing these memes and these TikToks go on, the black wife effect? Oh, have y'all been seeing the black wife effect memes, TikToks? Put it in the comments if you have, okay? If some of you are in diverse relationships, put that in the comments too, all right? Did you black wife affect him? Right? As the activated alchemist, chosen divine being who's magnetic and attractive and activated in your power, in your purpose, in your beauty, in your pussy, you are activated. Kundalini serpent energy is fire, has risen up in you, sitting at your crown, all erect and shit. Hello. Right? The black wife effect. They make their men look good. I mean, they look like regular Joe Blows when they met them, and then when they got with the sister, okay, when they got with the milk chocolate or dark chocolate sister, all right, or caramel sister, all right, the cocoa goddess, the cocoa cure. Ooh, I'm hearing Maxwell cocoa cure. Maxwell said, Coco Cure. She's got me stuck on luxurious. Coco Cure. He called her the Coco Cure. You are the Coco Cure. Black wife effect, these memes, these TikToks, basically is regular Joe Blow, regular little Billy, or little Jake, little Paul, right? Little Johnny gets with a Timmesha, okay? Gets with who else? A Felicia, all right? All right. And he glows up. He goes through a glow up. She refines him, honey. His hair's all shaven up. Okay? He's lined up. He had like a little bushy beard, then he got a goatee. Using beard cream and shit, using cocoa butter. smelling like Sauvage cologne and shit. He all lined up, faded up. Hello. Skin looking good. Hello. She done changed up his wardrobe. All right. He got on a nice little pea coat, trench coat, scarf wrap. He got on the jeans with the boots, the cowboy boots with the trench coat and the scarf, lined up and smelling like Sauvage and shit. Hello. God dang. Don't tell. Black wife effect. Listen, when you activate, you are the trophy. You are shining. And because you are shining, he gets to shine. Because you're magnetic and beautiful, this makes him more magnetic and attractive. Because you're activated in your intelligence and your ancient wisdom and your power and your purpose and your pussy, this makes him appear to be more activated. Because when people see you and they see him, they're like, well, damn. How did you get her? There must be something about you. Who are you? Sir, I'd like to meet you, sir. I'd like to meet you, sir. Jay-Z said, I take her just to compliment the... Are y'all hearing? Y'all ain't hearing me. When you activate, you're the true trophy wife. You are. Know this. Know this and be it. Jay-Z said, I take her just to compliment the deal. Fuck. I'm so aroused by this. My Kundalini is excited by this. I'm excited by this. I'm excited by this. I am excited by this truth. I take her just to compliment the deal. She is the caveat. She's the cherry on top. I take her just so people can see her. I'm trying to close this deal. Let me take my trophy wife. My trophy wife is the one that's done the work on and in herself and continues to do the work on and in herself. My trophy wife is an activated one. My trophy wife is a chosen one. My trophy wife is the alchemist. My trophy wife is a subscriber on Alcheminity because turning pain into power is sexy. My trophy wife is a member over on patreon.com/Alcheminity. My trophy wife has gone through the fire, through the rain, and through the wire. This is what he's telling you. For a chance to be with you, he'll gladly risk it all. Right down through the fire, even through the wire. He is willing to go through the fire for you at this point. He's willing to go through the fire to be refined enough to earn you. Because trophies are earned. You are the trophy wife. Why? Because you're the activated, chosen alchemist. So shine, baby. That's so fucking sexy. You are the Emmy of trophies. You're the EGOT. Yes. Anyway, if this resonated with you, make sure to like it. Make sure to share it. Make sure to get in the comment, put, I'm the EGOT. I'm the activated EGOT. I am the trophy wife because I'm activated. Whatever floats your boat, put it in the comments. Make sure to donate into the colony, y'all. All right? Make sure to donate. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your comments. But I would love if each like and each comment could equate to a donation, even if it's $1. I would love to get $1 for every like and every comment. So make sure that you are doing that. I appreciate it. This helps me continue to bring these messages to you. By the way, y'all, I'm going to be taking vacation. I need some vacation time. I may record some content while on vacation if I am inspired to do so. By the time you hear this, I'll already be gone on vacation. And I'll be gone for about 4 days. So 5 days, 4 to 5 days. So just give me some time to recuperate. All right. What else? Yeah. Those of you who wanted to work one-on-one, I've already mentioned that. Email me. If you know you need some help activating your power and your purpose in your pussy, through your pussy, this is where we activate. All right. This is where we come into alignment with our power and our purpose through our pussies. Yeah, we do. Email me. I love y'all. I'll speak to y'all in the next episode. Ciao for now. Mwah.